Hi, it's Barb, Maple PhD, and my favorite play for May 2023 is The Goonies, Escape with One-Eyed Willie's Rich Stuff. So this is an escape room style game. It's a one and done type game, but we had a really good time pulling this out with some friends who are also fans of The Goonies. So it's a coded chronicle game. So it's one in a series. This is kind of the middle difficulty one. We've also played the Scooby-Doo one and had a really good time with that. There is a Shining one, which we haven't played and is apparently even harder than this one. In these coded chronicle games, you start the game with a booklet for each of the different characters that you can play. In this one, you didn't actually even start with the standees. You had to find those first. But then as these standees move across the different maps, they interact with the objects on the maps in different ways. So each character has a different way that they explore things. So one character actually explores. One does like a deciphering thing. Another one will do picking up or getting something, that sort of thing. So as you place your characters next to some of the objects, you'll get a unique number that'll be in their booklet, and you can look it up and read the entry, and then learn whatever you learn. But you'll learn different things from each of the different characters depending on how they interact with the object. And this will help you figure out what the puzzles are that you need to solve. And then once you solve them, you'll probably get another number that you'll read that will lead you somewhere else in the game. And this one, you are also, fighting against time a little bit because there's some bad guys who are after you. So you want to kind of do the puzzles quickly and not screw up too much, because that can cause the bad guys to move a little bit faster. You don't lose the game if they catch you. It just lowers your score a little bit. So it's still fun. We didn't actually run into them too much. So, but I can imagine if you're playing as a family, we were a bunch of adults, but if you're playing with a family, there might be a few more false starts and other things that happen as you go. So in this one, it's a fairly long game if you play end to end, which is what we decided to do. But there are a couple of points in the game where they give you save points. So you can pack it up and return to it later, which is really nice, because if you don't want to spend 6 hours on one single game for your game day, unlike us, this gives you that opportunity. One of the things that I really liked about the game is that each of the different booklets for the characters is written from their perspective and gives you a little taste of that character. So for example, Chunk, when you get to him, he goes off on these tangents of stories like he does in the movie, and Mouth will, be able to do some Spanish translation and that sort of stuff. So they really have tried to capture the characters a little bit in these booklets. One thing to know is that there can be a lot of reading in these. So if you're playing with a family, you might want to make sure that the characters who have a lot of reading, and they give you a warning in the rules who those characters are. Might want to give those to the adults. We played with a bunch of adults, so we just, read whatever book was in front of us and had a lot of fun. So if you like escape room style games, I, have been enjoying these coded chronicles. Maybe you have a little nostalgia for The Goonies or Scooby-Doo like I do. You could give that one a try. Or The Shining. I haven't tried that one, so I can't vouch for it. But these were a lot of fun fun way to spend an afternoon. So that's me for this month. I will see you next month. In the meantime, you can check me out on Instagram and Twitter as Maple PhD. I have my own YouTube channel where I connect astronomy and board games, also Maple PhD, and I have a blog at maplephd.com.